Good evening, Trinidad and Tobago. It is Monday, 4th of December. The name of tonight's video is A Constant State of Lawlessness. And I mean, we don't have to explain that too much. But tonight, we are going to be joined via telephone. Maybe I should wait a couple of minutes as you all get on board so that you could spread the word a little bit. We have two very serious interviews happening early in the show tonight, and it's to deal with the issue of crime and lawlessness. One is a well-known law enforcement officer, and he's going to be giving us his opinion on what is taking place right now in the country. But as you all get on board and share the word, spread the word that we hear, let's share the video. Yeah? Let's share it out. We have two interviews, fast-paced interviews. Share the video. Let them know we're here. YouTube people, do your thing. Share it in all the pages, share it in all the groups. We gotta deal with this tonight. Well, look where we reach. This is it, this is it, this is it. Share it up, share it up, share it up. We have two fast interviews. One of the interviews is vote for we and we will set you free. How much time you hear that? Fly like a yogi. The same woman threatening to go down again. A world-class head. But somebody letting the cocaine pass. Anton Pope, I want them links. Where? Anton Pope. Send me the links. But they can't tell me that with a straight face. Share up this video. Share it up. Share it up. We're going into it tonight. I'm getting us ready. I'm getting us ready. Woy yoy! A murder taking place since the 1st of December every 6 hours in this country. Edmund Dillon missing in action. See if he on life support like Maxi Coffee. Keen Rowley have nothing to say. If a murder was taking place every 6 hours under Kamla, Faris would have been doing the media tour. Where Faris? Where Fitzgerald freaking Hines? Fitzgerald Hines who went on Hamer show to say, Gary says 237 murders, but I know it's 238. Where the Pomsy Terrace tonight? Because every 6 hours we have a murder in this country now. Where Kid Rowley? Where Kid Christopher Mugabe Sabga Rowley tonight? Where he golfing tonight? Listen, a murder is taking place in this country every 6 hours. It is a constant state of lawlessness. A woman minding her son now, he's 24 years old. They praying for Christmas, let him just talk to us now. The man have a walk, he walking in a hardware. They come to rob the hardware, they shoot the man in the head. Now he brain dead lying down on a bed. Jesus Christ, man. How is this governance? These jackasses come and apply for this work, run down the work. Faris used to be up for zero anyway. Let me behave myself, but I'm vexed because mother's crying. Mother's crying. They have people, the racists and the ragamuffin crew. They chose that life. Hey. When you see all you find them little white collar people, when you see all of them and them get catching the thing too, all you doesn't be saying them choose that life. Watch how you come in. I tell all you already, you know. If all you're not marching for Labantel and Beatham, I'm not marching for Goodwood Park and Westmoreland. I'm not marching for Valsane. Listen, it is time. It is time. It is way past time for the bullshit to done. You doesn't know, you know. You just remember Philip voice. You know when you just remember Philip voice? Mr. Philip, I watch the gun in my face and I hear your voice in my head. I hear somebody tell me that. She said the last thing I think about was your voice in my head. And I hear you say the wolf could reach my door. The wolf reached my door. I see a gun in my face. And this jackass David Mohammed and the black agenda, them dogging me, want to record everything I say. But they're not out there trying to discuss and find out what's going on. A murder every 6 hours. The Prime Minister told this nation 30,000 illegal guns. But the Prime Minister didn't tell the people what he doing about them 30,000 illegal guns. That same Prime Minister didn't tell the nation yet. And we're telling him every single day, shut down the borders. The Coast Guard drinking rum down in Hartscott. And I want to take them to task because the whole Kelshaw family vexed with me. But I want to know how a boat could sail with nobody driving the boat, an empty boat, a ghost ship, sail into this country 500 miles and crash into Tobago, and nobody even passed to look and see what coming. What the hell is going on in this country? 3 ministers of national security, Dillon missing in action, Stuart Young after act. So what's the other 2 work for? Them just getting money for money's sake? How you could have 3 ministers of national security and when 1 missing Stuart? So what them 2 spares for? What's them work? What them getting paid millions of taxpayers' dollars for? What? What? You have planes making holes in the sky telling them are watching the cocaine boat in the sea. The Coast Guard telling them take a video. And the Coast Guard hear me say that. So they know I have information. Where is the government of this country? How come we don't have a maritime security wall? The United States waiting on a phone call. They will send the fleet here tomorrow. And nothing enters without search and check. But we are a bullshit nation. We play in the ass with people. 700 million. How much tons of cocaine on Mona Stefani? How much tons of cocaine? This is a narcotic state. Guns coming to protect cocaine turf. All them gang, you hear them talking about gang. Them gang want to go and paint house with Jerlene John. All that is bullshit. This is cocaine turf. Cocaine. Where is Faris Al-Rawi? Faris had the answers before you asked the questions prior to 2015. Faris had the answer to everything. Captain ad hominem, silk drawers master, Peter Pan. He had it down tight. What's going on now? Where's Fitzgerald? Fitzgerald used to sit down and hear my show, boy, and talk. Like the PNM is the plan. The PNM is the potion. The PNM is the solution. Only inside there 2.5 years now, and people deaden like deaden is what we doing here. Like this country make for that. Where you? Rowley, all this shit you talk before. And hey, if only I want to hear that kind of thing tonight, I want to tell you something. I want to tell you this. Poverty. Colin Hamilton take me to task for this. Because Colin Hamilton don't know poverty. Colin Hamilton have a son that needs surgery. So Colin Hamilton could have mortgaged his house and take his son for surgery. But if Colin Hamilton didn't have a house to mortgage, Colin Hamilton would have to watch his son dead. And that is what plenty people is go through in this country. Poverty is the mother and father of crime in Trinidad and Tobago. We living in a nation where white-collar criminals stealing everything. So the people at the lowest rungs of society, we don't even have a social safety net. You can't even go and say, oh God, put my name down for a job. Now the most you could take is a CPEP or a URP advantage. Because the gang man and the Muslim man taking cut, taking piece. So you're saying, them fellas showing up and them and getting work and they're saying down by the side of the road. You know why? Because when they get this stupid little $500, 3 people pass and take. Don't get them now. See if you get next 10 days. And this is the madness in this country. And you know what's pissed me off? All these fire truckers know. Everything I telling you here, they know. They know what's going on. This is not an accidental lawless society, but I realize what Rowley and him both doing. While you focus on blood in the street at the black hen chicken level, boy, money digs in out. Money digs in out. Former politicians trying out fancy cars in foreign. Because when the Mark bus and the shit hit the fan in Trinidad, digs out, you can see them, hey boy, you make it, you're on the plane, there we go, first class. Trinidad on fire. I'm landing in Miami. First round's on me. What are you taking? But I tell them, they didn't come on this jackass. So the people who say, they say 3 things, eh? Philip don't cuss, Philip don't take your detractors to task. What was the third one they asked me not to do? I'm doing all 3. Because I don't want nobody to ever turn on this video and think Philip is a fool or Philip is trying to fool me. I want to tell you this. They have only one reason to get into politics tonight. They have this fella. They have one reason to get into politics tonight. And that is to fix Trinidad and Tobago. If you come here to stunt, you're in the wrong place, partner. Because we climbing the mountain, the cliff face first. We taking all the jam. Creating a new political party in the jackass land of Trinidad and Tobago because all of them weevil coming out to ask you, what's your plan, what's your policy, where you was? And you kiss Kamala, and you shake Rowley hand, where you was? But the ask Keith and Kamala, none of them question, you know. They're big and they bold with we. The people who have the actual authority to put food on the plate, they're bashful. And they're shy. But I had to take all that and I understand. Paying the dues, price to get inside. We will get inside and fix this place. What you all have to come to terms with is this. The sooner we get there is the more money they have to fix the country. Because right now, they're taken by grab and go. The cabinet just voted to give itself the authority to bypass the constitutional safeguards of the Port Authority and the Port Authority Board and them doing business on their own with whoever they want to do business with. But the deputy political leader of the Progressive Empowerment Party, Suzette Lower, has been looking into a situation that is going on in the University of the West Indies. After I interview her now, we are going to be interviewing Commander Gavin Hero, former head of the National Operations Center, who will be talking about how to bring law enforcement. Hello. Good evening, Suzette, you are live.
Good evening to everybody following the TEP program this evening. Good evening to first-time listeners and Trinidad and Tobago.
Suzette, we are living in a constant state of lawlessness. You were discussing with me the madness going on in the University of the West Indies.
I would not have ordinarily known the dire condition that the security services at the University of the West Indies would have been at this point in time until it hit close to home. And you'll have to excuse that noise. We sometimes have people with a lack of concern for the residents in our area.
No stress.
So this was brought to my attention today by several persons after I found out about something that happened to the daughter of a very good friend of the family. And he came to me, he asked me, he told me what the situation was, and he asked me if I can put a post out on it, because at that stage, he had exhausted all other options. And it is really a very sad state that I had to be his last resort. Being an ordinary citizen with no influence in this country, and he reached out to me.
We have no office yet. We have no power. The powers that be missing in action. Anyway, tell the story.
His daughter, which I consider to be a niece of mine, is an honor student. For as long as I have known that child, she has spent her entire life studying. She has been a model student, a model child. And when I say this, it's because I believe in discipline in children, and she is an exemplar of that. And this child is a quiet child. You know, she's not really a boisterous child, so she does not get involved in the dynamics of any institution, especially like the university. Her father was supposed to have picked her up on Friday night, and her classes were finished a little earlier. So while she was walking towards the guard booth where she would wait for her father, she was dialing the number to tell him, well, classes were finished early. She didn't feel comfortable staying in the class alone since all the children had left, and she was going to wait for him by the guard booth. This child was accosted by 5 young boys. Now, there's a rumor that's going around that they're targeting Indian girls at the university. I'm not going to say that that is a fact. I don't know it, and I'm not supporting that. I put it out on my post already that I am not supporting that as the reason for putting this post out.
So who would know this?
A group of students got together after to explain the experiences that they have had and, you know, how they felt about it and so on when they found out about this child. And she was on the phone dialing her father when this group of boys accosted this child. One of the boys held her down and she started to scream because her father has always told her to make as loud a noise as you can so that you can attract attention.
So they were going to rape her?
Apparently. She just, I mean, you know, you don't know what the intentions are, but of course you have to think the worst. And a few students came to her assistance, and these boys ran off, and they took her laptop and they smashed it onto the floor on the way out. Now,
how old is this child?
You've already traumatized this child.
How old is this child?
She's 19, well, 18 going on 19. So 19, sorry. So this is her first year. I believe she's around that age.
Somebody ragamuffin people listening to the show will be saying, but she outside there, dress up half naked, they see she in Zen and in party upstairs, Chin Fat Bakery. Isn't this
right,
kind
but
of...
that would be entirely incorrect, which is why I'm telling you I took this personally, because I know the child. Now, I may not see her on a regular basis, so I will not be able to tell you that she's probably not been to a party or two, but I can tell you I know the child, and I know her character, and I know how she dresses. So, just for the sake of argument, let's say that she was dressed provocatively or that she may have been encouraging in her behavior in a party, and these boys sought to find out where she was and decided that they were going to have some interaction with her. What happened after is what has me so concerned. I cannot say for a fact that the child may not have maybe colored some of the facts because I was not there personally. Even though she's a friend of mine, I want to be fair. After the incident, she got off the ground, bruised, tried to pick up the parts of her laptop, and she went over with the other group of children to the security guard, and she mentioned to the security guard what had happened in tears, obviously traumatized. The security guard's response was, I can't do anything about that. I cannot take your word over theirs because at this stage it's just your word against theirs. Now you are seeing a child that is bruised, visibly traumatized, and that is the response.
So that is the jackassness that is passing for security in the University of the West Indies now. Because every night somebody else getting robbed, every week somebody else getting raped, they thief an SUV, make the girl jump down in a drain. You read that story?
Yes, yes.
They tell her jump down in a drain and look away. This is the kind of madness that's going on in the University of the West Indies, which is a gated compound. It is a fenced compound. So that means whatever going on inside the University of the West Indies can be investigated. So
well, Philip, the thing is,
who is in charge of security? Who is in charge there of security?
Well, I mean, that is something, I want to get all the facts before I put any information out in the public space, so I am making an effort to go to the university and try to interview the management to see if we can get to the bottom of this story, because this has reached too far.
When you know for sure you're going, call me, I want to be there, I will do it live. I want to find out who is in charge of the university. This man that they send there, Bermudez, he's the chairman or what chancellor? From him come down. These jackasses in this country don't understand that when you're running an education organization, facility, you are responsible for the students and the well-being of the students.
That is exactly correct. And this, at first I thought, and I was so shocked because I asked my friend, I said, did she leave the compound? Because if she did, I need to know if there were any cameras. He said, no, this happened in the compound. So I have asked the question, if the security guard refused to do anything about what happened, is he involved in this somehow? Is it a part of a gang that takes place in the night at the university?
But I wouldn't put it past them.
Why has the university not issued a statement on this?
But I wouldn't put it past them. We are getting every day on social media, people are complaining that they are not safe in university. The people have two choices, go to school or stay home. They're trying to get themselves educated so that they could become fully contributing citizens, and while they're trying to get their education, they're getting raped and robbed and molested inside the university.
This is it, and this child had to be, her father had to be behind her constantly to get her to go back to classes, and she was dropped off crying today. The family has realized that she's going to need to get to some sort of therapy.
No, she have to get therapy. That's post-traumatic stress disorder, especially if it's a sheltered child. But let me tell you something. All they're good at is closing the gate. That's all they're good at. That whole security company, firm, that they're at the University of the West Indies, their work is to close the gates. That's all they know about, opening and closing gates. And this is madness. And I want to tell you something. In any other civilized nation in the world, they would have been fired long time. And
that university would have been shut down.
Somebody would have been held responsible.
Philip, you have to, I have to say this to the people listening outside there. The future of this country lies squarely in the hands of our young people. Absolutely. And if we cannot protect them at the point of education, we have no hope for tomorrow in this country when we have a group of children that are not educated as the only option to run our country.
Madness. Absolute madness. Suzette, when you find out what time you're going, I would like to be able to come with you. I want to come and sit down. I want to hear the excuses they make, because we're not accepting this anymore. These are young people trying to make a life. This is what they have to go through. This is insanity. This is madness. The management of the University of the West Indies has to be held to task. They are responsible for this.
And this has been going on for a number of years, Philip, a number of years. But this is not now, and it's a situation that has not been rectified ever, and I find that to be a deep level of lack of concern for the children at that institution and complacency on the part of the management.
From the top down, need to get fired. Suzette, thank you very much for this. I appreciate you taking the time.
No problem at all, Philip. Thank you and good night.
Deputy Political Leader of the Progressive Empowerment Party, Suzette Lauer. While we're doing this, I want to get somebody else on the phone. He is sought after Caribbean-wide regionally for his knowledge in law enforcement. He was the former commander of the National Operations Center. He was the man who set it up. Commander Hira, you are live. Good evening.
Hi, good evening, Philip, and good evening to your viewing and listening audience.
We just had the Deputy Political Leader of the Progressive Empowerment Party, Suzette Lauer, on the line with us discussing the madness that is going on in the University of the West Indies, which is a tiny snapshot of the madness going on in the country. We are at a murder every 6 hours in Trinidad and Tobago. Are you seeing what is going on?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I continue to take a sort of like what I call a progressive look at what is taking place, and sometimes saddened by the affairs and maybe the lack of coordination, especially with some of the, we have to applaud and commend the police because they are conducting operations. We're seeing arms being seized. We're seeing different type of issues.
Could I ask you a question? Could I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
When you find guns, arms, and ammunition, but there is nobody arrested, so it's just guns, arms, and ammunition, can a case be made? Will there be something to prosecute?
No, not necessarily. What happens is that it goes towards the stat, the containment of seized arms. It goes towards the statistics. And
how do we know those guns are not? How do we know they're not recycled?
How do we know what?
How do we know what happens to those guns? Trinidadians have this belief that all those seized guns just get recycled back into the system.
Well, that is a possibility. I can't give confirmation on that, but it has happened in other countries. It has been shown here in Trinidad and Tobago where guns seized ended up back in the hands of criminals. And that is where you see sometimes the monitoring, that whole aspect of evaluation and oversight lacks. And that's what I was leading to now. The fact that there may be operations being conducted, there may be arms being seized. What in fact we need to see more prevalent is that sort of addressing, that sort of intense investigative aspect of the policing to treat with organized crime. Because it's not just arms on the street or arms in the possession of criminals, Philip and team. What we're in fact seeing is the proliferation of an arms trade, an illegal arms and ammunition trade under the guise of organized crime.
High-powered weaponry too.
Yeah, high-powered weapons. And when you look at the type of weapons, the meat, the ammunition, the amount that is being seized, clearly you're seeing that it involves an international network. And therefore, stopping the guy in the street or breaking down a door and finding 3 guns hidden under galvanized and that kind of stuff is good. We're taking arms off of the street. But we need to drive strongly with some sort of national security will and intent, a directive that we have to go after the organized crime that is in fact making money based on an arms and ammunition trade in the country.
I know you are loath to deal with issues of national security from a political point of view, and I will avoid drawing you in from a political point of view, but I want to ask you a straight up question. If you had the office or the authority now, what would you do to bring law and order back to Trinidad and Tobago?
Well, first and foremost, it has to begin with working with the communities and working with the citizens. What has happened is that there has now been a distancing between law enforcement and the community and the citizens. And therefore, this will take a strategic approach where we have to adjust and we have to change systems. We have to change how we do business. Crime and criminality, as we can see, even for the layman on the street, has changed over the period. And therefore, our policing tactics, our whole aspect of strategizing in regards to national security has to change. We have to embrace the community, embrace our citizens, and build back a semblance of trust. From that, we then have to push strongly on utilizing the technology in the lines of support towards law enforcement and national security. And there's a missing link. We had started to build it, and it, of course, at this time, and I was not going to details that has been disbanded. But the concept of coordination, Philip, is missing. And you saw the ills that took place even with the ODPM issue just recently. Even that thing on the BTM. Some of these, you're missing that link of coordination, that multi-agency, interministerial approach. Because what I would push strongly for is homeland security and not just national security, because national security isolates it as a ministry. Homeland security, excuse me, homeland security embraces the whole of government approach. And therefore, when I'm strategizing as the Minister of Education, Minister of Energy, Minister of Utilities, Minister of Tourism, Finance, you name it, I am thinking in my strategizing, what and how can I implement a strategy to reduce crime and build back a semblance of hope in society. So every single ministry has to now implement strategies towards crime reduction and bringing back a semblance of hope within society. It is not just when you see national security, what in fact you do, you push national security in a corner and you make it a ministerial directive or perspective. When you say homeland security, you bring every other ministry and say, you know what, sport has to do something to fight crime. Energy has to do something to fight crime. Education, everybody has to contribute towards reducing crime and bringing back the aspect of safety and security within the society. And that is the approach that I would take strongly from a political will.
So you're talking about a holistic approach from the top down to fighting crime, not just at the lockdown and lockup stage?
Yeah, definitely, because what happens is that we box ourselves in according to lockdown and lockup, barriers and torchlight, operations, stop the vehicles. I mean, yes, we're seeing a high visibility of police officers, and they're basically taking back the streets, taking back the highways and the byways. That's good. But that must also not just be done to stop people and do road checks. It must be done with an intelligent-led perspective, asking the right question, looking for suspicion, looking to see how does this relate to a crime that has been committed or is going to be committed. You have to sort of build that sort of approach that you see something and you see something. It has to be a 24/7 policing sacrificial approach towards bringing back national security. What we have seen, it's like a puller shift. It's a 8 to 4. You're on duty, you pull a shift, you back out. It has to move where we must get back that dedication, get back that commitment, get back that sense of purpose for the red, white, and black.
You are Commander Gavin Hira. You were the person charged with the responsibility of uniting and linking up all arms of law enforcement in this country. Does any of that network, any of that framework, any of it still stand? Is any of it still operational?
Well, in all fairness to national security, I would have to say that there are still some key pillars that are on the ground. There are still some plugins to the architect there. What is missing is that whole CONOPS in the military and law enforcement is called CONOPS, which is the concept of operation, in that the thinking pattern of operational planning has basically fizzled out. We introduced something called theatering. Theatering is when all of the experts, heads of agencies, subject matter experts that are required sit around the table and we theater the operation. We go through what is known as what-if planning and contingencies. So should something go left, we have a contingency to bring it back. We ask the what-ifs, we look at the risk assessment, we evaluate all of our assets, we use the intelligence tool to build the operational approach and apply the investigative strategies. In that way, you don't go into an operation and are scrambling now for additional men, scrambling for a boat, scrambling for a helicopter. Everything is in position. If this is land-based and law enforcement-based, then the police has primacy. If it's an army-led operation, then the army has primacy, the defense force, or maritime, then the Coast Guard, or fire service, you name it. But what was happening was that all agencies were going into operations supported by government assets and not in silos as we are seeing today. And that is where we are breaking apart. Because yes, we may look good statistically and an operation is conducted here, an operation is conducted there, but you're not seeing the multi-agency, inter-government collaborative approach where you're utilizing all of the government assets towards operations driven from an intelligence perspective. You're not seeing that.
Too much reaction, too much excuses, not enough proactive planning. We're not seeing the thing being broken down at the level of, at the root. Commander Gavin Hira, I want to ask you a straight question. I'm putting you on the spot. If you were in position again to assist with the law enforcement architecture of Trinidad and Tobago, are you optimistic that you can, if you had the authority, if you were backed by an organization that had the political will to literally clean up Dodge? Do you have the optimism and the faith that you can fix it and bring Trinidad back to a law-abiding society?
Definitely, because you see, one of the issues is that you moved away from a system at no fault of yours, but you never leave the system. And there's always that die-hard passion for country that says, you know what, give me the tools and I'll take the hill. One of the issues about it is, I'm a practitioner, and therefore the full concept of going into something like what you just articulated, Philip, would be team. Who is going to be your team? You pick the right team, you set the right strategies. I would definitely take the approach of a project governance approach. Start amplifying the processes of national security, more so homeland security, on a project base. In that, you set timelines, you give objectives, you release the resources, and you hold people accountable. And they do not accomplish, they do not achieve their objectives, they're held accountable, they're held answerable by the citizens who are paying to get things done. And if you move away that whole public sector, that public servantism, and you introduce a project governance approach, then with timelines and with objectives, you are held accountable to get certain things done at a certain time. We are too far gone into the depth of the darkness that we see in the valley that is allowing people that sort of laissez-faire approach, and people are not being held accountable. Now, I'm not saying using some of the puns and some of the terms that we're hearing in society about heads will roll and that kind of, I'm not saying that. I'm saying we remove that equity, we push strongly for meritocracy, and we also include project governance. Set timelines, give objectives, release resources, and hold people accountable for their tasks.
Commander Gavin here, I would like to say thank you very much for taking this call on such short notice. Is there anything anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, I would just like to we're going into the Christmas season, and my advice to all of citizens: be extra vigilant, be very aware. The crime and the criminality has changed. People are using all type of approaches here now. Don't trust people who you don't know. Be highly suspicious. Always let someone know where you're going and what you're doing, especially if you're going to those functions and that type of stuff. And increase and escalate your whole awareness for your homes, your surroundings, and your family and your household. We can bring back Trinidad and Tobago. It takes a certain amount of dedication and commitment to country. And I think with the right people, the right tools, can at least one more time say sweet TNT. So again, I compliment you on the work you're doing, Philip, and compliment your team.
Thanks a lot, Commander Gavin Hero.
Thank you.
That's why we talk Homeland Security. This is not the first time you've heard it. We would repurpose the army and certain assets of the police service, the Coast Guard. We will create a division called Homeland Security. And Commander Gavin Hira is the obvious pick. Now, I want you to understand what that man said in a straight question put on the spot. Could you bring Trinidad back to law abiding? And he said yes. He said yes. So you imagine if we had a proper functional police service led by a proper functional police commissioner and a division, a department, Homeland Security, a maritime security wall, and we are stuffing the containers on the port. It done. It done. We will put the lawless on the run. We will frighten them. The tables will turn. We will stop the guns flowing into the country. We will deal with the guns that here. But you need to undo and redo the courts, our system of justice, that revolving door, that organization where a matter takes 427 years to get processed so lawyers could make fees. That is what's going on in Trinidad and Tobago. We will make sure that civil matters have a 3-year cap. 3-year cap. And capital or public matters, criminal matters, 5-year cap. If you take longer than 5 years, Mr. Justice, you will answer. You're a public servant. We're living in a country now where everybody is a little fiefdom, a little king, a little emperor. You ever see them come opening of the law term? Everybody, one big stunt. One big stunt. Look, the Chief Justice male friend get shot last night. The wolf reached his door. Somebody say he talking too much. They try to silence him. That whole story read like so much bullshit to me. A gunman come to kill you in your porch and shoot you one bullet. A bullet that you could have blocked with your hand. Miss me with that bullshit. I'm not taking none of this anymore. I'm not accepting nothing the media say. I expect everything to be a stunt. Trinidad and Tobago, we have to get ourselves ready. We can't continue to jam and party. We're going to lose this nation. If you have a way out, if you have a flyout plan, turn me off. You don't need me. This is for the people who are going to be stuck. What this government is doing, what they are doing is they are paying lip service to the problems that are plaguing the nation. They are making fools of all of us who think, holding on to their words and passing it one to the other, that this bullshitocracy that is passing for government. And let me tell you something, let me tell you this. The yellow side have nothing to offer you. They had 9 ministers of national security. I support Gary Griffith. I supported him. I said he was the best minister of national security this country ever had. And that son of a bitch tried hard. I watch him. He worked some long, long hours and they fire him. That yellow squad, they have nothing to give you. Nothing. Politics more important than security. I tell Kamala that. I say, when you fired Gary to save Ram Logan, you burned down your own government. Because that was the last thing that was working for us. That was the last thing. And we had to pay attention to that. We have to accept that this nothing works. Reactive policing. This is a country where a woman was raped and walked to a police station stark naked, and they put her out because you can't come in the police station naked. That is the madness of Trinidad and Tobago. This is a country where you go to make a report in Tunapuna and they say, no, if the matter happened in St. James, you had to go St. James. That is insanity. Now they're saying they have a one-door policy. How much time you get that treatment? And you're going there now and they're taking the report proper report, and that's it. That is it. What is going on with this government mirrors what went on with the last government. Bullshit them, distract them, misdirect them, deflect them from reality. You know what they're trying to do here? Just hold them on one day. 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 Just hold them on one day. 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 No, we don't business. Oh, no, we don't business. We can run like we don't business. We can run like we don't business. Free up like we don't business. Free up like we don't business. Oh, no, we don't business. Oh, no, we don't business. Recession. No matter when. Promote a set. And you must see. Hurry the party. To the full extreme. And light it up. With kerosene. The Progressive Empowerment Party, we put out PEP policies at a glance with headings: how to fix the economy, how to fix national security, how to fix education, how to fix healthcare, how to fix Tobago, how to make food affordable. Hear what is written under how to end crime. Make universal home ownership affordable. Zero deposit, zero interest for up to 30 years. For all first-time homeowners, up to 1.5 million. Make job creation top priority. Encourage foreign direct investment in labor-intensive business partnerships. Set medium-term national recovery master plan. Today we spoke about those issues. You see, when money flowing, nobody don't need to be robbing nobody. Robbing people is not fun. You're risking your life, you're risking jail. It is not something that people say, you know what? I could be a businessman, I could be a carpenter, or I could be a bandit. Let me choose bandit. You cannot run a country where it is so difficult for people to get work. And I'm talking about serious, long-term, sustainable work. I'm not talking pelter stone hustle. Some of us sitting in our ivory towers, judging people harshly. We don't know what it is like to sit down as a father every night and watch hungry children. We don't know. We don't know what it is like to watch mommy groaning, belly pain from hunger. We don't know that. Because the cost of living in this country, when people finish pay their bills, the elderly, when the elderly get their little pension, all of it is drugs. All of it going back Super Farm and Starlight Drugs. All of it reaching back up in Vemco and the rest of them who importing the drugs. All of it. There was a judge in this country, his wife wrote a letter, she said, we have one light on in our house. One light. Always. At night, only one light. Because they can't afford the bills. Every time we say, that gone up, this gone up, we don't stop to realize there are plenty people on a fixed income, including our elderly. And you can't spit them out and throw them away. All you're old now and all you don't contribute anymore, so run like stray dog. That is not how you run a country. This is madness upon madness upon madness. All you had to do, if you were the Minister of Finance today, was to call the entire country to order and say, we will make economic diversification our front burner priority right now. We are going into food production. We are going to move CPEP and URP under the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Production and give him instructions to get that self-liquidating as fast as possible. In other words, we are going to make farmlands available to farmers, 1 acre, 2 acre, 3 acre plots. They are going to work with us. If you're not farming, you can't get 100 acres like them financiers and be pelting stone. If you have 100 acres and I don't get 100 acres of crops, I come in to take the land and I will give it to other farmers who farm it. And we're giving out farmlands, and as soon as they could hire URP, CPEP workers, they come off the roster. They come off the roster. So we cut down that $1 billion, but more importantly, we grow crops that people in this country eat in. We grow food that people in this country eat in to bring down that food import bill. Look, flour going up again. Why are we not making? We still, 50 years now, we're talking about cassava flour and breadfruit flour. Why are we not doing it? Why are we not doing it? Because somebody making money importing flour. They give you this bullshit and they tell you that it's cheaper to import food. That is nonsense. Kale, and I want to keep using kale. Kale is going to be my test case. Kale in Price Mart is $45, so that means it's cheaper than Hilo, but it's $15 grown in Trinidad and Tobago. So you tell me that there has to be a reason. There has to be a reason farmers not getting land to farm. There has to be a reason, and that reason is so HADCO, AMCO, Massey, and all the other co's could get to import them multi-billion-dollar food import bill. Because if we get to distribute the farmland, and I'm telling you, a progressive empowerment party government coming to power will reclaim all Caroni lands. I don't care if you build movie town on it, chin, you and I go talk, relocate it block by block, C3, C4, C5. If that is farmland, it's gone. It's gone. If you build house and you build theater, it's gone. People saying, Philip, you can't move. So I want to tell you something. It's just so you had to move. Because food independence is the only independence that matters. We could run out of everything else. As long as we have air, food, and water, our people could live. Our people could live. And we need to diversify into food that we consume and food that we could process for export. Understand? If the entire country grow avocado, we don't have enough avocado for export. That is a big thing in the world now. And growing soursop, a natural cancer fighter. If we put every acre of land under soursop, we can't grow enough soursop. Cocoa, guava, one guava has 5 times the vitamin C of an orange. When last you see a guava in Hilo? When last you see a guava in Hilo? They have M&Ms on the end of every lane. Where you see the little Trinidadian kurma and papa ball and shadow? Where Neil and Massey stores? This is why I just want to take these sons of bitches to task. And I want to give Jared Aboud of Starlight Drugs his props. Because in Jared Aboud's store, the last counter before you reach to the cashier is all the local stuff. Well done, Jared. Again, I give you your props for that. Listen. We, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, we are going to sink in this ship because we keep voting for drunken masters to captain it. They will give you all the bullshit you could take, you know. And we seem to have a high tolerance for bullshit. If you listen to some of the things that people come and tell me as their reason for voting for either of those jackass brigades, I have to say, bullshit is what we like. It has to be. Because we're not that stupid. Trinidadians are not stupid people, we know. If you have affordable food, affordable home, if people could get sustainable jobs that could take care of their families, you will have no crime. In fact, the only crime we will end up with is white-collar crime, and that I have a sweet spot for. Let me tell you. If I do one thing, I want to bring some of those sons of bitches to justice. If I do one thing, I want to take back all the state land. I want to run through the rosters and see all the different companies you have it registered under. I want to come at them. I want to come at them. I want to name and shame them. You see, when they get hold in slackness, they get called business owner. But when it's a little black hen chicken, the face, the name, the address, everything the CNC tree want to give you. You see that double standard? I want to flip that script. GISL, CNMG. If you sell it to Sabga and I come into power, we will start it from scratch. You will get a national television. You will get real news. We have to stop accepting bullshit as law and legend in this country. We have to stop it now. We have to hand it back. You see when somebody hand you bullshit, say no thank you. This is a no bullshit zone. You could keep that. Tell Heyman for 0 in the morning, keep your bullshit. Miss me with that. I am tired of people being given nonsense to hold. This country, look at all the little stuntmen that want to jump out and go and form a party. My partner Franco, Philip Franco, bright guy. Bright guy. If you hear Philip Franco life story, you will respect him. Went through a lot. He went through a lot, and Franco loved the PEP. Except Franco want to consider himself a land and property owner, and he don't like the fact that we want to bring a property tax that your first property tax-free. Every other property after that we're going to escalate it. Now you could register yourself as a property renter for those who do not want to buy. They should be able to rent. But those rentals should come under some sort of provisions in the country that controls it to prevent landlords from digging their tenants' eye out. Because you're renting and you're paying your rent dutifully, but your cupboard door falling off, the sink leaking, and the toilet not flushing, and you can't get the landlord on the phone except when rent due. We need to make sure that the country that we have, listen, this is a tiny postage stamp. You don't need 41 members, you don't need 41 ministers. You need 9. Darrell Smith, as Minister of Sport, is drawing a salary under false pretenses. Shamfa Kujo, as Minister of Tourism, is drawing a salary under false pretenses. Stuart Young, as Minister with no portfolio, is drawing a salary under false pretenses. This boy Mitchell Stoopsman, Minister of Housing, come down man, Minister of Housing, that is at best a department under social development. How it end up a ministry and then put all the work in HDC. So what's his work? To pick up the phone and call the HDC. How is it going today? Good? Good. Job done for the day. Meet me on the beach. How is that a ministry? How is it a ministry? How does Mitchell have that job? Because he knows who asked to blow smoke up under. And that is what has been passing for politics. Red and ready, yellow and steady. That's what you get. You've settled for this. You've told them, you know what? I want my bullshit soft and runny. Fool me. Kamala could fool you. A man tell me, I will never forgive you for calling her Daru my mother rum. You ain't gonna forgive me? Dear she. That have nothing to do with me. But I want to tell you something. The UNC was better than the PNM for a bit. And then they started to become the PNM themselves. It's like the NAR. For 1 year, the NAR was the Vatican. And then one realized he black, and the other one realized he Indian. So we get Club 88 and the Une of Ife, and the whole thing fall down. The truth of the matter, drive through Shogunas and see buildings up in the sky. Halfway finished, HDC money spent, hundreds of millions of dollars. Contractors get paid. Contractors get paid. Man dead, build a mausoleum for him, eternal flame on state funds. State funds. Building can't finish. When they go in there again, they have to spend money again. Give somebody else the contract for a building that will never finish. And when it does finish, it's because you've been robbed 19 times. The state, you, me, the treasurers, the citizens of the country, the treasury, is subsidizing Victoria Heights, Keys, whatever the ass they want to call it, for government ministers to steal money. One Woodbrook place, a perfect place, to steal money. Audit it now. Audit one Woodbrook place. God, you want to see back now? Audit what's going on in one Woodbrook place. See who get $3 million and $4 million apartment for $800,000 and flip it one time for $3 million. If I can't get our money back from you, I will get it from the person who give it to you at that price. I hear Mitchell say that the people who rent in HDC houses from people who illegally rent in will get first in line. So what that means is, if you enter into a criminal conspiracy to defraud the state, we will reward you. Because I guess this is a gangster's paradise, and even small crime had to pay. This is the Royal Imperial Majestic Banana Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. No, do what the hell you like, land. That is what this is. If you know how to pay, if you know how to bribe, if you know how to network. I see the papers put out today because somebody sent me a picture of Angostura light up on Trotter's Bar. I'm telling Peter George Jr. and Kirkwaite tonight, the papers say you're boycotting Angostura. I'm coming in Trotters tomorrow to take a picture. If you stop me, I'll get somebody else to do it. I'm coming to take a picture of your bar. Make sure that Angostura light up thing not there. We're going to end the bullshit now at this point. We're going to end it now, here. And listen, Angostura, it's not that hard to fire Rolf Balgobin. Or they're playing the fool with people now. Or they're making a mess and making a distraction, driving the value of the shares of the company down, bottling Guyanese rum and calling it white oak. When it rains, you pour. When it pours, you rain. Whatever the ass it is you're saying. Everything there now on the table. Look at what is going on. We bailed out Clico for $25 billion interest-free. So we lost $20 billion. That is $45 billion of the people's money that is not available, that could have built 400,000 houses. That means that there is a house for every person, every family in this country tie up in that whole Clico deal. Check that out now. Check that out. You want to go forward? You want a better country? If that is what you want, then you cannot continue to accept this high-level bullshit masquerading as government. You have to tell yourself, you have to take responsibility. I did. None of them can, listen, not one recycled politician. They could vex, they could cuss me till their belly button bust, they could cry blood. I don't care anymore. I don't care. We have a country to save. I want to tell Trinidad and Tobago, I do this for one reason. I don't want to leave here. I don't want to leave Trinidad and Tobago. Price Smart, Christian Mute, I catch up. Christian Mute twice in one day. Price Smart killing dogs. Price Smart killing dogs and have somebody 13-year-old child putting out releases for them. Price Smart, there is video footage from your cameras. Show us who share the poison food on your land. Price Smart, putting out a picture of 4 urban males and telling them bring your partners in crime for KFC is sending the wrong message. You are disadvantaging people who are already disadvantaged. You know that these children don't have the same kind of lessons because mommy and daddy in the ghetto communities working 3 and 4 jobs. So they don't have time to sit down and say, well, KFC didn't mean going to crime, you know. You see, Westmoreland's children, the Valsain children get that. But the ghetto children wouldn't. They will think that KFC mean join a gang and come and get a chicken deal. As listen to the advertising on the radio, $5 and you can win a car. $5 and you have a chance to win a car. It's different to $5 and you win a car. Fooling people. We have to address and deal with all of this. All of this has to come up now. The country cannot continue like this. We will end up in a crisis. We already almost there. We have a murder every 6 hours for the month of December. Merry Christmas to all those mummies and daddies who children now dead. We're getting pictures on social media. Look your child bleeding out in the street. And all those who talking about boycott, when I say I'm not going again, I'm not going again. Pizza Boys has never seen me since Pizza Boys do their shit, since Mr. 1%. So Trotters is now off my list. Vemco, Superfarm, you're off my list. KFC, well, I never go there.
Your vote will decide our destiny. Your vote will decide what you want to be. Your vote can protect our country's
When you're voting,
If it is the proven to be your people about. When you're voting, if it is the time is now that change should come about. Just as how you vote them in,
vote them out.
register and
You have a chance.
visit and see.
You have a chance.
Your finger and
You have an orange revolution.
mercy.
You have an orange army.
Them out with
You have an opportunity.
under the state.
Come and build it.
Let's put our
Come and be a part of it.
together again.
Everybody we tell you to listen to. Listen to the level of intelligence we coming at this thing from. This is no little fly-by-night party, you know. PNM and UNC quaking. We cut everybody ass in the poll. UNC people had to fudge the results and put out a doctored results, and they get a pushback so sting. They had to answer to the PEP, but we say all they lost all credibility now. We want nothing to do. It used to be, I used to expose a page, Trini Daily, UNC front page, and they changed the name and catch me. Buzz alert is Trini Daily.
If for 30 years
55 years.
voting them in, and there's only tears as soon as they win. They give you big words and enslave your souls, promising you roads and filling potholes. If they are the reason why the economy won't sprout,
When you're voting,
if it is the passing laws that them alone can flout,
PNM they want educated people.
if it is the building ISAs, east, west, north and south, the same way you vote them in.
Vote them to hell out. Tell Pharisee fired. Tell Ram Logan you're fired. Kamala you're fired. Rowley you're fired. Fire the entire bandwagon. Listen, nothing works. Nothing. We have no money. Only people money stolen, missing, misdirected. Way gone. Cost overruns become a cancer in this country. Its budget for 136 million. Look at the Scarborough Hospital, 200 million end up as a billion. Look at Dapper, Sapper and Tapper. That is 1.5 billion that start off as 100 million each. It is insane what we've allowed to be done in our name. It is proper insanity. HDC thieving by the billions and go. All the people who working for protective services, all the people who working at below management level in all state enterprises, all public servants, you all have to be fed up too. This can't continue.
If their policy is a fallacy, bureaucracy, a catastrophe, if they cannot cope, and you see it so, then your only hope is for them to go. If it is fabrication, these statements that they spout,
When you're voting,
if it is the frustration that's make you want to shout, when you're voting, before the misuse of teapots and loud and digs up, if it you who vote them in, register and all of them
them and the system.
on the system, put them out in Scarborough and in Borders Bay. Let's put our country together again. Put them out in Kamuto and in Laurel Bay. Let's put our country together again.
Are you registered to vote? Have you joined the Progressive Empowerment Party? Have you stood up? Have you spoken up? Have you said enough? Have you said I will accept not one lie, no more bullshit from red crapo and yellow crapo that I stand up with my handful of salt? People must come first. Citizens by right. None of we are worse. Yellow, black or white. Food, shelter and clothes. Free movement and speech. A garden that grows. And one law for each.
If it is that injustice is what they always show, when you're voting for
vote them to hell out. Fire them.
if it is that avarice is all they seem
We have 41 Good Friday bubbly sit down in our parliament making jackasses of the people. Fire them.
politics,
It's just a puppy show. When election day come, all bandit must go.
register and if they don't see,
Tell them get the hell out.
show them no mercy, put them out with total scorn.
And utter disdain.
Let's put our country together again. Put them out of power.
Terminate their reign.
Let's put our country together again.
We have a responsibility to ourselves. We have a duty to our country. We have to answer to our ancestors and the children. If we are going to grow old in this country, how can you consider in a nation right now boasting a murder every 6 hours? How would you consider that? How could this be acceptable? Tomorrow night, if there is a show, it will be late because I am going on a show with Louise Hart. It's called Raw and Uncut. It is a new show being put on by Guardian Media. So I'm not being a hypocrite. They call for me to come. I go in. I know Louise Hart a long time. And we had to put the issues out in the public space. So I want you to tune into that and critique and tell me how I handle that. And when I come back, we will deal with it again and we will probably do the show, but it might be later, 9:30, whatever. So if you want it, you will tell me, I'll let you know, and we will do it. But the truth of the matter is this. All of it now, all of it is too much. We are in a situation where people are not safe. People are in danger. Your loved ones are in danger. Pay attention. Pay attention to what is going on. Understand that one raindrop, each raindrop is responsible for the flood. We, by our silence, making this happen. They're actively doing it, but we are allowing them. They are a handful of people. We are 1.4 million strong. We have the power. The Chief Justice work is predicated on the power of the people. The Prime Minister work is predicated on the power of the people. I want you to wake up to this. I want you to feel that power throbbing in your veins. It is you that pay the president. It is because of you he has a job. When they stop traffic to make him pass, they're stopping you for your employee to pass. This is a mad, mad, mad country. We have an office of the president and no reason for it. This is total madness. Nothing in this country works. Listen, this party is 10 months old and beating everybody in every poll. Left, right, black, white, as they come. It's cutters after cutters. And that is online. We need to hit the ground. March 2018. We are coming with a massive public launch. You see, we're dripping out people for you to hear. You're listening, you're seeing up in Chaguanas. We back out Chaguanas. Nobody get no $100. Nobody get no free jersey. In fact, to get a PNP jersey, you have to pay for it. That's the party. We are not deep pocket financiers to fool you with bullshit. And you come in this knowing you're building something for the future. peptrinbago@gmail.com is our email address. Send us a message. Send us a message now. Send us a message tonight. Listen. All the bullshit they're doing us, everything, all the character assassination, the settled lawsuit, all of that, we're dealing with it as price to get into government. We will reach there, you know. And when we reach there, we will make all of these sons of bitches who have disadvantaged the people of this country rue the day. All of them who think they're above the law, hold on, brother. hold on. Because you see the same law that we use right now for the small man, big man, we will empty the jails. We will make space for you all. We will make sure that everybody who has been in jail longer than they could have been if they were convicted, we will let them go. You need to pay attention to what passes for everything in this country. It is time the people of Trinidad and Tobago join together, one people under one flag. And they will tell you all manner of bullshit to hoodwink you, all manner of bullshit. A man tell me, say, Philip, when you just run in so the Syrians can get into office. I say, well, they could say what they want to. This is no longer about old talk. Before, you could have charged me up with old talk and I'll come and answer you. I listened to this next guy talking tonight about IMF, and if the PEP win, we have to go to the IMF. Tell you something. The PEP says no to the IMF. The PEP rejects any call for an IMF intervention into this nation's economy. Even with empty coffers, this country has the potential to pull itself up and out through sensible diversification and sound fiscal financial management. Ignore the panic mongers and their foolish talk. Things are bad in TNT directly because of political mismanagement and high-level fraud and corruption. The PEP has a plan to not only end white-collar crime, but to go after the proceeds of all who have engaged in criminal enrichment and bring our money home. All of this is rumor spreading, is out of fear. Out of fear as each and every political irrelevant, from the UNC and the PNM right down to the alphabets and those parties that been formed to join up post the election, they realizing what time it is. We will bring foreign direct investment here by boatloads, as those who are waiting on you to rout and fire the corrupt gatekeepers and deal makers stand ready to invest billions of dollars in this country. Undo and redo will bring transparency back to public procurement and make doing business with the state of Trinidad and Tobago a breeze. Cruise ship tourism, joint venture tourism, small business venture capitalism, shipping turnaround, yacht and marine industry, agriculture and food production, and food processing for export, small business development, duty-free commercial zones are all just the tip of the iceberg and would be rolled out within weeks and months of a new PEP administration. We are already in conversation with large foreign companies who would like to do business here but are being kept out through artificial barriers to trade. 10 new banks. 10 new banks, Republic, Scotia, all of a sudden, the same Republic, the same Scotia, the same RBC that can't find tellers to fill them empty wickets. Watch and see. You get a front line and a back line. You'll see them, all wickets full. 10 banks come to give them competition. A better, brighter day is about to dawn. Don't be fooled by the rantings of the intellectually bankrupt and the inane. A better day is coming. Get on board the orange train. Make yourself a part of the orange family. Join the orange army. Be a part of the orange revolution. Listen, orange is the international color for safety. Our symbol is an umbrella for protection. This political party has been created in response to all of the nothingness that has passed as political representation under those two bandit clans. We tell them, red crapo, yellow crapo, same handful of salt. Election must come. Election must come. This country is in desperate need of a rescue. All of us, we the people of Trinidad and Tobago need to join together as one people and under one flag and send a message. PEPTT.com is our website. PEP APP is the app, PEP app. Download that. You'll get updates constantly so you'll know what's going on. As Jason Basanta just said, all aboard. We get in, the orange train is leaving the station. Make sure you're on it. This Saturday at noon, 19 Stanmore Avenue, may be the last Saturday meeting before Christmas. So please, come out in your numbers. We love to have a packed hall. We love when it is standing room only. We love when you're there and you add your energy to the movement. That feels like, yes, we are going somewhere. Looking forward to seeing each and every one of you. Stay safe, Trinidad and Tobago.